Well, hello everybody. If you are here, it is because you are looking for something, and I might have what you're looking for. You take the steering column plastic panels off. You can get to your ignition switch, okay? So, this is where you put the key, of course, but whenever you turn that, it moves what I'll call a sled inside this silver capsule. You'll move a black sled in there, and it slides up again. The black sled has some copper contacts on it, some copper shoes, and it rubs against copper shoes on this yellow plastic piece. And you can see that mine's actually popping apart. It was like this when I first got it. I disassembled this and it was popped apart. So this is the sled I was talking about here. We'll get some focus on there. There we are. Yeah, so this slides forward and backwards whenever you turn the key. And then there's the 6 contact points that run up and down all these contact points. And I guess over time, the sled will push that guy out of its metal casting, and you can pop it back in, and that works for some time, but you can see that mine popped back out, so it obviously doesn't really want to stay there. But once you have it apart, it's a good time to clean all these contacts, just like the window switches of 90s and early 2000 Fords. You have to take them apart because it's not the motors and the electronics that go bad. It's just all these copper contacts that get kicked up with black. I cleaned all these, so that's why they're shiny and on those raised portions, because that's what touches the other contacts. But usually, after so many years or so many uses, these will get black. So you'll notice, like with electric windows on Fords, it's the switch that's getting full of carbon. Nothing really needs replacing most of the time. It's just these carbon tips need cleaning. So you can take 600 or higher grit sandpaper to these guys and they'll clean up just fine. And then once you're done, you coat all the surfaces with dielectric grease. Same with the side. And then pop it all back together. And this again too, you take 600 or higher grit sandpaper to all of them contact points. And you'll just keep going until they're shiny and silver reflective like they are now. That's how they're supposed to be. If they're dull and black, like any of the faded plastics in your car, if there's any black on these guys, it's not going to work all that well, It's not going to conduct electricity very well whenever you turn the key. So what's a good way to troubleshoot this? Well, if you have a good battery and it's plugged into the car, so you got a good battery hooked up to the car, and your interior, your dome lights open up when you open the door, but when you turn the key, nothing happens. That's what's going on here. It's exactly what's going on here, because when you turn the switch, it doesn't do anything, which means the switch is defective. So, you pop apart your interior panels and you'll see this is probably popping out. So, like I said, you go about cleaning these the way I said, and then you stick it back together. But, once you pop it in there, it doesn't really want to... It will stay, but not, obviously not for very long. I mended this a month and a half ago and it had popped back apart. So I'm going to work on a way of strapping that together, because as long as you strap it, it'll stay together. So keep an eye out for a future video, but for now, that's all, guys.